What's the most texturally pleasurable food to eat? What's the most texturally pleasurable food to eat?
A perfectly fried French fry.
I can't believe this isn't higher. It's the perfect food.
It's where it needs to be now.
When it gets crispy and papery, but also heavily savory and squishy inside, kinda melty cheese texture, my inner Samwise Gamgee is very happy.
Bro, I had the best fries that I've ever had in my life at this one seafood restaurant in New Orleans. The outside was perfectly crispy and the inside was like the consistency of mashed potatoes, and it was literal perfection. 'Cause like sometimes you get fried and they're too hard on the inside and they kinda taste off, but these were just cooked to perfection. Not so salty but not too plain.
Winnie's fries have been so good lately for fast food. Even their breakfast wedges are amazing. They make them small so the potato to crisp ratio is perfect. Also shout out to a brewery chain in my area, Hopcat, and their cracked fries.
The complete and utter opposite of this would be steamed okra.
Hot movie theater popcorn with extra butter and salt. It's just yummy.
But what about the thin transparent bits that wedge between your teeth? They ruin it for me.
Sometimes it is just so worth being a crying ball on the bathroom floor the next day. I wish I was joking.
Why does this happen to you? Is it the popcorn? Or the butter?
Pudding. What kind? Banana with wafers.
Doesn't matter. You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Hawaiian shaved ice.
It's not Hawaiian unless you call it shave ice.
Radishes, the taste sucks, but the crunch and juiciness is the best.
Have you tried a pat of quality butter on them? It's fantastic.
Break out that Kerrygold.
Try a kohlrabi. Similar crunch and moisture, better taste.
When I had COVID and couldn't taste anything, I enjoyed eating soba noodles because of the texture.
For me, really pasta or noodles of any kind does the same.
Astronaut ice cream.
That stuff is so addicting, but so damn expensive.
Oh, good one.
Pho/ramen.
Freshly made, soft, fluffy, thick bread, *orgasm*.
Raspberries, like velvet on your tongue.
A good, fresh pizza is definitely up there. The combination of crunch, soft and gooey. Need I say more?
Chia seeds after soaking.
Toasted coconut chips. Ferrero Rocher ain't nothing better than those chocolate crunchy salty balls. With a center that is as smooth as silk.
A good medium/medium rare steak after you've starved for a while and craved meat. Nothing like ripping into some steak after feeling feral from hunger and tired after a long week or camping trip.
My friend, could you make sure you all are subscribed? It helps me a ton.
Pop Rocks.
Violet crumble. It's like eating floral foam made of toffee.
Raisins. Eat them one at a time and notice the rich character of each.
Grits. Raw oysters.
Sushi-grade tuna.
Ambrosia.
Molten cake, souffle.
My mom's pasta, red sauce, and meatballs. We actually froze my grandmother's red years after she died, and would break it out year after year for special occasions. Yes, I am Italian.
Finger lime. Bit obscure, but I love that stuff. Explodes with little pockets of citrus, kind of like biting into tiny water balloons.
Might think I'm weird, but I really love the texture of really thick pudding. It's so smooth and soft and you can roll it around. Jelly.
Yogurt or deep dish pizza.
Definitely cheesecake. Ice from Chick-fil-A.
Mochi ice cream balls. I just adore the rubbery mouth-feel of the outside that is chalky in the fingers, whilst being ice cream in the center. So good.
Those layered wafer cookies with the icing in the middle.
Fried chicken.
Potato chip.
Fried tofu, if it's done right, the texture is so very oddly satisfying to bite into.
Potato croquettes with a melty cheese cube in their centers.
Very specifically a hand-dipped corn dog. Handmade hush puppies come in second. Something about fried bread.
Vintage cheddar. It both melts and crumbles in your mouth into unparalleled gustatory goodness.
Oysters, escargot, steak tartare, Ethiopian injera bread, bird's nest soup, squid and octopus.
The heart of a perfectly cooked Brussels sprout. I know it may not be for everyone, but I love them. Just melts like butter in your mouth.
Pop rocks.
The bubbles in bubble tea.
Freshly made hummus.
Croissant, no question.
Cadbury's Flake 99. It's a British chocolate, usually eaten with ice cream.
Macaroons what's about them, but it feels like eating a cloud with the bonus of the cream.
A corner piece of a warm brownie. The edges are crunchy. Inside is warm and gooey. On top, there should be cold vanilla ice cream.
Ikura salmon eggs. Salty bubbles of goodness.
Thick, melted chocolate.
Dark chocolate. Smooth, melts slightly sweet.
Ripe pears.
I think you should smash the like button.
Macaroons.
Apple crisp, savory and sweet, crunchy and soft, hot and cold, commonly served with vanilla ice cream on top.
Gelato.
Nerds clusters.
Cream brulee crackly crunchy topping, silky smooth custard. I love that juxtaposition so much I rarely turn it down.
Ice cream. Kit Kat bars. Really good matcha tea.
Powdered sugar donut.
Tapioca pudding or boba tea.
Boba is literally my least favorite texture of any food.
This is my answer. That or rice pudding. The mixture of soft AMD creamy with that al dente resistance is perfect.
Bao buns. Their naughty bounciness is just amazing.
I think you meant bounciness.
Most vegetables have a nice crunch of peppers, celery, etc.
Omana cucumber? That was my first thought, but everything is bread or candy here.
I'm with you. A fresh, crisp Kirby cucumber, to be very specific. That was my first thought. That crunch.
Milano cookies.
Whipped cream. It's the perfect topping.
Rice.
Cheetos.
Crunchy or puffed?
Crunchy.
Cream brulee.
Filet mignon, medium rare.
A perfectly cooked ribeye steak.
Yes, the texture of a perfectly cooked steak is almost sensual, is a somehow forbidden way.
Malted milk balls. The crunch is good, but also good to just suck on and feel it dissolve in your mouth.
Tim Tams.
Biting off diagonal corners of a Tim Tam. And using it as a straw for hot chocolate, but it melts as you're doing it. That was the best. Not boiled okra.
Does anything taste better boiled?
Pasta.
Soup.
Tobiko eggs, aka fish roe, the tiny lil pops are so satisfying.
Really good watermelon. I mean like perfectly ripe and just equally crunches but melts in your mouth type good watermelon.
Very crunchy foods are very pleasing to eat for me. On the opposite end, freshly made mochi is amazing too. Especially if it has kanako powder on it.
Pearled Israeli couscous.
Popcorn.
Blue cheese stuffed filet mignon at Club Paris in Anchorage, Alaska. I can't help myself when that beautiful piece of meat.
Gyoza that have been sitting in broth. Flan. Paparellinas. A sub sandwich. Sushi. Chicago-style hot dogs. NY-style pizza. Peanut butter. Bubble tea. Fresh-baked chocolate chip cookies, snickerdoodles. Fluffy pancakes. Corn dogs. Bulgogi in a lettuce wrap. Pork belly. Cheese puffs or balls. Butternut squash soup. Korean cold noodles. Seaweed salad. Mac and cheese. Pho. Crusty rustic-style bread sliced and dipped in olive oil. Shawarma. Soft pretzel bites dipped in cheese sauce. Cheese curds. Fried mozzarella. Egg rolls. Basil spring rolls not fried. Shrimp. Honey bunches of oats in cold milk. Pine nuts. Macadamia nuts. Cashews. Wagyu steak. Soft-boiled egg, especially that jammy yolk. Fresh tomato picked at peak ripeness. Ceviche. Caesar salad with croutons and freshly grated parmesan. Swedish meatballs. A cheeseburger cooked medium well with lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, and enough condiments to make it a little messy. Quesadillas. Philly cheesesteak. Patty melts. Corned beef Reuben. Spätzle. Fried rice. Onigiri. Fresh croissants. Greek yogurt. A cold, crisp pickle. Publix key lime pie, but without the ton of icing they put on top. Pommes aligot, look this one up if you're unfamiliar. Hot apple cobbler with vanilla ice cream. Supreme oranges, look this one up, try it. Cotton candy. Nougat. Albanese gummy bears. Blanched broccoli. Bao steamed buns. I could go on forever. I love food.